Now if I'm thinking full body integration, nice soft knees, I'm in the position, I now want to do the pattern, and I want to perfect, okay? Not much gravity going on here, I'm in a horizontal motion, I'm developing a healthy glide in my shoulder blade as one of the principles. All right, of course, you can do both sides. Now, if that is thoracic flexion and rotation, what about extension and rotation? I'm going to put my wall leg forward, put my right hand here, and now I'm going to take my left hand. Hopefully I can reach beyond my right hand. And now keeping my right shoulder pinned, opening away. So, for repeating this again, if I just demonstrated thoracic flexion and rotation, what is this? Extension rotation. So this is standing. I'm going to show you more floor-based ones too. I'm a big fan of floor work. Never lose the child in you, right? The floor can be your friend or your enemy, right? So this is the extension. So if I said, okay, I'm going to prescribe for Susie Jones, my client, you know, I've noticed she has some shoulder issues. Let's get back to some healthy glide. I'm asking have her do 5 of these per side, and then do 5 of these per side, 2 or 3 rounds. We're trying to educate the brain to have healthy cooperation of the shoulder blade in hopes of helping the glenohumeral joint. I can also go here, where now I'm shooting my right hand in the air, and I'm pushing my hips to the left, because now I want to perhaps provide a little bit of flexibility to my latissimus dorsi. So I'm here now reaching out, okay? I'm allowing integration here, lateral flexion. Perhaps I go here, and now I'm getting windshield wiper. I'm reaching, and then even in this angle, I can do a single arm depression here as well. Now, besides standing, I'm a big fan of kneeling work with the wall too. All right. So I have my shoulder in what? Internal rotation. My thumb is down. I'm going to let my cervical follow my thoracic. Sun dive. So, if we have tight pectorals, would you consider this a good way to really dynamically move the shoulder to hopefully open up flexibility of the pectorals? Yes. You'll find some people are so tight, they can't even get that close to the wall. Pin that shoulder, thumb down, let your neck follow. They can come out further up, exactly. They may not even be able to go the full spectrum. So if their catch point is here, guess what? Just start there, right? And then maybe over time, through the motion, through the lubrication of synovial fluid, and then you really learning how to tell them to teach to move their sternum, now they're adding 2-3 degrees every time. Tiny victories. We don't have to worry about the mountain, which is the first step in the hill, all right? Another one that I love is in regards to the shoulder and the thoracic spine. I'm now going to turn here to my left towards you guys. I'm going to lean back in lateral flexion of my spine, and then now I've opened up more space for my shoulder. Now I'm here. I'm going to scoop my elbow under like I'm bowling, and now I'm here. So the greater good is perhaps the problem is not the shoulder joint itself, it's what's going on around it. So I want to enhance the regional area, not be myopic to just the shoulder. All right? I had a physical therapist mentor who had a great quote. If you give your baby dog a hammer, everything to her looks like a nail. Oh, your shoulder pain must be just the shoulder. No. The culprit, the origin, could come from somewhere else. So if I'm healthy somewhere else, maybe the shoulder says thank you. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Very good. Cool. So those are some wall ideas. We have the wall angels, which is external rotation and depression at the same time. We have thoracic flexion and rotation. We have thoracic extension rotation. We have sundial dynamic work for pectoral flexibility. Do you like those moves?
Yeah.
If you have a wall, you have a friend. Very good. Cool. And slide. So this is me having my arm above my head, or if I want to, once again, celebrate external rotation, and then now, without using my bicep, scapular depression. Release. Depress. You can even put your hands there. So if you're working with your client, there's nothing wrong with you being over here and palpating and give them a tactile cue. So when we cue exercises, what do? We show them what to do ourselves, we verbally explain what to do, and if needed, we give them professional tactile cues. So for all the cameras out there, we'll go here. All right, so external rotation, palm facing the sky, depress, release. Depress, release. These are your 1A's. Get people to scapular depress. The same thing I did in the wall before, watch this. Now I'm here, flexion and rotation. If I want to go supinated, same thing. Peek my head to the window and do that. So perhaps I'm doing 5 to 10 of my scapular flexion rotation, and then after that, I'm here, and I'm going to provide the opposite. Extension and rotation. Now, besides having my hand behind my head, I can also go here. Arm behind my back. Shoulder nice and low. Shoulder nice and high. Okay? Shoulder low. Shoulder high. So healthy I always used to use like alliteration. So safe swinging shoulder blade saves, or safe scapulas saves swinging shoulders. Say that 6 times fast. Exactly. But that's the idea. If you have a healthy shoulder blade, you're probably going to have a healthy shoulder, right? So depression, flexion, extension, rotation, and then retraction. So we have this in a horizontal format, and then we have depression in a vertical format. If you want to literally grab someone's scapula or just put your fingers there, you'll find people do what? They'll start doing the false positive. They'll bicep pull, and I'll say, no, keep that relaxed. Put the car in the garage. All right, that's what I tell people. If I have them hanging, put the car in the garage, and I'm literally with my fingers here, pull, and hold. So if you had someone doing progressions, if they were holding a chin-up bar, all right, obviously we're in a conference room in a hotel, we don't really have access to a full gym. But if we have a chin-up bar, I might have them focus on doing scapular depression, release. And then, after doing repetitions of that, can you hold your depression, and then can you abduct your feet? So now I'm having to use other body parts to challenge the integrity of that scapular depress. Pretty cool, right? So hold it, and then give me leg splits in the air. All right, there you go. Cool. So we have that as far as depression, flexion, and rotation. Really good idea. Okay. What's next here on our list? We have prone posture work. So we have airplanes, we have external rotation. Here are some moves that we do prone. All right. I'm a big fan of what we call the posture airplane. So now I'm here, I'm supinating, I'm holding a bowl of soup, and then now as I go through my range of motion, I'm trying to bring my shoulder blades down into my hip pocket. So I'm holding my bowl of soup, I'm in external rotation, and then as I come over, I'm now going into complete internal rotation, holding that same bowl of soup. And then I come back, and I'm here. Now what we don't want is the jarring up in the air. I'm pulling my shoulder blades down, so now I've got all my erector spinae, all my postural muscles in check, and then asking my shoulder blades to do their proper job. So I'm going through full range of motion here, pulling down and here. All right, hold the bowl of soup, and then go ahead and hold here. Do this for time. If you have a crowd, you can always control a group of people if you're doing group exercise with time, not repetitions. If you told the group of 20 people in your class, give me 25 repetitions, you have 26 speeds. So say, okay friends, I want you to do this at a steady tempo for the next minute. That way you know at the minute, everyone's done. But hopefully they were able to get 15, 20 reps within that minute. Now, also prone, okay? We can now do external rotation. So I'm here, the elbow is stabilized by the floor, and I'm trying to do the best I can. So of course, people may give you wrist extension, right? So now we're simply using the ground to stabilize the elbow, and then we're trying to work on isometrics here, and then negative control. External rotation. This is pretty hard, all right? You'd be surprised how many people have trouble doing that. If I wanted to go pure retraction, thumbs up, squeeze, down together. So perhaps we're doing contraction tempos. Go ahead and take 3 seconds to come up concentrically. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. Hold. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. That's a 9-second repetition. You give people 8 to 10 of those. They spend 72 seconds. They spend over a minute doing that. But contraction tempos, focusing on your eccentrics, is the key. Isometrics lead into eccentrics. Right? Are there any other prone exercise that you guys like in regards to shoulder work? Anything else? There's another one I want to show you. Does anybody have, do you see the red bands? Cool. This is another good one for the floor. I'm all about choreography by movements. So if I have a client on the wall, I am showing them all the things on the wall. If I have someone on the floor, I am showing all those options. As opposed to, okay, let's do that one on the floor. Let's, on the wall, come to the ground, and go back and forth. It's just tedious, right? Give your choreography and your method. Now, you guys see the yellow ones? Are there any yellow ones over there too? I think it's right behind